There we go. Finally. Hello, everyone. What is happening today? StreamYard is just being the most. Anyways, hello. Welcome to more Saturday Sprints. Hello. Hello. How is everyone doing today? How are we all doing? I am feeling a little tired. My hands feel raw because I was cleaning this morning. They feel raw from all that cleaning, but that's okay. Hello, Phoebe. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Today, we're going to just be doing some writing, some productivity writing sprints, all that jazziness. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful. What's everybody going to be working their way through today? I need copy. Okay. I'm not posting this on the socials for people to come and join. Some good old Saturday writing sprints. There. But yes. It's Saturday. It's a lovely day. I feel good. My place is clean, which, what else could you ask for on a Saturday? Clean. Washed my floors. Oh my God, everything's going to be great. But yes, today we're going to get some productivity sprints in and down. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to get so much writing done. Today, I'm going to be working on project Second Story, which is a continuation of my June writing challenge that I've set out for myself. It's very fun. I also apologize, as I usually do in these things. If you can hear my air, I apologize. It just turned on, so. Phoebe's going to be reading the Bone Houses today. That's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites from this year. It was so good when I was reading it. I think I read it in 2-3 hours because I was just so entranced by it, and I had the audiobook, so I could just speed right through it. Oh, but it was so good. I loved it. Woo. You put Lord of the Rings on pause because your sister wants to catch up. Well, that's exciting. You have someone to read it with. That's very exciting. Well, I hope you enjoy the Bone Houses today as we kind of do this lovely sprinting thing. But yeah, I'm working on project Second Story. I am currently, I don't know how many words in. Let's find out. I am 28,000 words in. So I have so far written in 10 days of June 28,000 words, which is so many words. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh my God, I've written how many words this month? Oh my God. But I'm still trucking away, still going at it, still going strong. The bangs are not doing anything today. I don't know what happened. They're just here to hang out, I guess. But anyways, let me get a timer set up so that I have that ready to go. But yes, all right. I think I am ready to kind of do a little bit of a warm-up sprint. We're going to see how things go. We're going to roll some D20s. How many D20s are going to roll? We're going to roll a spiky one. Boop. Ooh, 16 minutes. That's a good warm-up sprint, I believe. 16. That's not what I wanted. Share screen. Chrome tab. We want this one. Share. Very good. All right, yeah. I think we're ready to just kind of dive right in. All the writing you post on Instagram. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. You should, Phoebe. Oh my God. Fan art makes my heart swell. So if you do plan on doing it, please do. I love it so much. I love it so much. I haven't really described the outside of it, I don't think, in any of my writings. Have I described the outside of it? Yeah. The outside of it currently, as is currently standing in the story, is kind of crumbling and the paint is fading and it's like a gray. It used to be blue, but it's like turned a little bit gray. But the boys are planning on doing some renovations to it, so it'll look all bright and sunny when it's done. Anyways, I'm ready to dive into this preliminary warm-up sprint. So let's do it. Let's dive in. In 3, 2, 1, sprint. Alrighty. That brings us to the end of our first sprint. How do we feel? How did we do? I got into it. I've written 627 words. Oh my god, how did I do that in 16 minutes? Apparently my brain is wired for writing today. Oh my god. But yeah, that was the end of our first sprint of the day. Today is looking like a good productive day. I think I might get a snack in the next sprint in my water bottle because I left it over there. But yeah, how are we feeling? How are we feeling? 16 minutes in. Are we ready to go? Are we pumped? Oh my goodness. Do I have anything I can like share? I don't know. There's not really any words that I'm like, or sentences that I'm like particularly proud of in this past section because I'm just describing a little bit of the cleaning that they're doing for the bookstore, which is not, all that interesting. So, but I'm excited to kind of see where today's scenes go. I'm going to have Ari meet some new people, some people that are going to do work on the shop, which is exciting. And then he's going to have to probably deal with some like money matters because he's mentioned before that all of his money, Ari's money that he has, that he's like earned through doing the job for the king in the past, his backstory, he like has in like a bank where he used to live. So he's going to have to, get someone to go and get the money so that he can like pay for all this stuff. Because, he just bought a freaking bookstore. But yes. My goodness. But yeah, he's going to meet some of the Carpenters today, which is exciting. The Carpenters are a sibling duo. Very fun. I feel like this book is like teetering on the edge of becoming a like home network HGTV spinoff where they like decorate a bookstore, all that kind of stuff. But I gotta find a way that's like make it interesting, all this cleaning that they're doing. So I'm trying to make it a little bit snappy, a little bit more interesting. I'll have time move, I guess. But reading chapter 15, Rin and Ellis have just come across a hidden community in the forest. Ooh, Phoebe, tell me your theories about this community in the forest before you read any further. What are your theories about this community? Because I remember getting to that part and just being immediately suspect, being like, what? What do you mean there's a community living in the forest? Oh my God, I love that book. Every time I think of it, I remember the feeling that I was getting when I was reading the parts after this, after what you're in, not like immediately after, but like when they actually kind of get to where they're trying to go. It is just so beautiful. It feels like a Irish or a Scottish like folk tale setting. It is just beautiful. I love that book. It's also like gently horrifying, this part coming up for you. So get ready, gird your loins. I was reading it at like midnight and I was sweating. I was like, this is scary. But yeah, I enjoy that book so much. Oh my God. Yeah. 10 out of 10. I need to own that book. I need to own it. But I don't really have that much space on my shelves, as you guys can tell. Oh, my bangs today are just not doing it. Oh my God. Not the new bone houses, but I'm not sure there will be any more welcoming. Yeah. Well, you'll find out. You'll find out. That scene where they first arrive in the forest made me just absolutely so sus, as I said. But it was one of those things where I was just like, we've learned up to now that the lore of the bone houses is that they like are in the forest and they attack, right? So I'm just like, how is this community still alive if that is what bone houses do, right? So immediately sus and very intrigued. That was my feelings going into the bone houses. I love it. I also love the two characters, Rin and Ellis. I love Rin. She's just so like sweet, but also so badass. Like she just casually will behead someone with an axe and apologize while doing it. And then Ellis is just a sweet, soft boy who's chronically in pain at all times. And he's just trying so hard. He's just trying so hard. He's so sweet. Anyways, I'm going to roll for our next sprint to get it set up. But, what the hell kind of number is that? Oh my God, this dice's font is like weird and curly. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the 4 that I rolled. Kind of looks like a 9, but I'm assuming that's the 9. The 4 looks so wonky. Anyways, so I rolled a 4, a 3, 7, plus 14. That is 21 minutes for our next sprint. Nice. Okay. 21 minutes. I'm going to get this timer set up. But yes. Timer. We want 21 minutes. Anyways. Boop, 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 boop. But yeah, I'm excited about where my writing is going. I'm loving the challenge that I'm setting for myself this month. When I first thought of it, I was like, ooh, this is going to be fun and low-key masochistic. It's very low-key, like, am I going to regret this? Am I going to burn myself out trying to write a 70,000 word novel in the month of June? Then I was like, you know what, Jay? You're already really burnt out. So, just coast that burnout, I guess. But as soon as I decided to do this challenge, like the creativity in me just bumped up, which is wild because I'm also planning a D&D campaign at the same time. So I am in a creative mode, which is good, which is very good because I need to be in a creative mode, and I'm just milking it by writing a 70,000 word novel in the month of June. Ooh, boy. After June, I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but we'll find out. We'll see. Maybe I'll go back to Project Dragon for a bit and let this one sit for a couple weeks before I reread through it. But yeah. Anyways, let us get into this. Excuse me, second sprint here. Yeah. It's so good. I love the descriptions in the bone houses. Truly, it's beautiful. Anyways, let's get back to doing all this stuff. I'll get back to writing. You guys get back to writing, reading, or doing whatever you are doing. If there's anyone else other than Phoebe here with me, please drop a hello in the chat so I could say hi. That'd be lovely. But all right, my friends, we're going to get into this with another 21-minute sprint. Not another one, but a 21-minute sprint. In 3, 2, 1, let's sprint. All right. How do we feel at the end of that second sprint? That snuck up on me. Oh, goodness. Oh, hello, Flick. Welcome to the stream. You're knitting and listening to audiobooks. What audiobook are you listening to currently? Phoebe just finished chapter 15. Community seems nice. They're sus, aren't they? I don't know what it is about that community. It just immediately, I was like, why are these people so nice? What's going on? Phoebe, did you figure out what's going on in the community? Did you figure it out? Anyways, I'm now sitting at 1,300 words for the day, 1,379. It's a good day so far, I think. We're just trucking right along. Hello, Monica. Welcome. You're reading Jurassic Park. Wow. Are you enjoying it? I've never read Jurassic Park. I haven't really heard much about it, but, well, other than the movies. But I haven't heard many people talk about the book at all. That's really cool. Some Brené Brown. Very cool, Flick. I love it. Oh, I love that all you guys are reading today. What a nice day to hang out and do some reading sprints. Phoebe. No, you haven't. I'm close to finding out. Well, you are. You are. You're close to finding out what the hell's up with this place. Oh, gosh. It's a good time. Honestly. But yeah. I just looked at my total word count. I'm sitting at 29,738 words. So this next sprint, my guys, I am breaking that 30K mark. My God. Sometimes I'm baffled at how much I can do when I really set my mind to it and actually sit down and write. Oh my God. Quite good at the science studies included. Ooh, so more sciencey. That's actually really interesting because I guess you lose a little bit of that in the movie, right? Because the movie aims to be more action packed and almost horror-y, right? Intriguing. I might have to read it. I might have to read Jurassic Park at some point. Yeah, I don't know what it is. In my head, I have these set numbers that are all milestones, but 30K is not really one. It's 10K is one because those first 10K are usually the hardest to write because you're this is the opening of my novel. I need to make it good. And then it's usually weirdly 15K as well, even though it's only 5K more than 10K. And then 25K, which I hit 2 days ago. And then it's 50K for me. So I got a little ways until I hit that next milestone. But in my head, I've got these set numbers that I just get so excited about hitting. And then it's after 50K, it's 75K. But I don't know if this novel will get to 75K because I'm aiming for 70K. But either way, knowing myself, I will overwrite the hell out of this and I will hit 75K and then have to edit it down. But that's okay. I don't mind having to edit things down because it makes the writing more concise, which is always a good thing. And I don't want these to be really, really long books that I'm writing. If you guys are new here, hi. I'm trying to write a 70,000 word novel in the month of June. And I'm trying to write a cozy fantasy series that's connected only by the fact that it's all in the same place and they all know each other. But it's different characters each book. And this is the first one. This is the first book that I'm writing. So it's fun because it's the entrance into Arrowmount because that's where this book, the series is set, is in one of my seaside towns in my world that I've created that I host D&D campaigns in and write books in and whatever. But yeah, this is the first one. And I don't really know who my second one is going to be about. I'm tossing around the idea of either May from May's Cafe or one of the Carpenters and have their story. But it doesn't really work well because the Carpenters don't live on Federally Place, and that's where I want this all to be set. So I might end up having to do a different one. Just somebody else that they meet in casual passing. Yeah, because I have a couple ideas of people that I want to write their stories about. I have one that is a ouch. I just cracked my finger. That wasn't fun. One that is an art merchant story where this girl that comes in is a her cover is that she's an art merchant, but really she's a fence. She's trying to go around and be Fenton, but then she meets someone in Federley Place, and then they like fall in love and stuff. But I gotta figure out what her story is. But I literally have like a list of all the people who are in and around the place, and I have just so many ideas. So I also have like a bar with an owner and a cook and the barmaid and then a busboy. So I want to kind of explore that story. I also have like a general goods store, and then there's like I've just titled it random shit, like a random shit shop. You know, there's stores that you can go in and find weird stuff. It's called Ruins and Relics, and the owner, I want to write their story. So maybe the art thief and the Ruins and Relics store owner, maybe that'll be the pairing. I'm not entirely sure, but I also don't want like every book to be, you know, like super romance heavy. It's just like sometimes it'll just be a side plot or it'll be the whole thing. Who knows? And then I also have a character in this book that I've introduced. Her name is Sage, and she is a like green tiefling. She's adorable, and she just loves adventure. And she's working at the bookstore when Ari and Finn like buy it and whatever. And she, at the end of book 1, she ends up leaving on an adventure because that's just like her life's goal at age 18, which is what she is. And then I'm planning on writing a Sage spin-off series where it's like a little bit more high stakes, more adventure based, like cozy fantasy. And the other day I was planning out their their party. I wonder if I can show you guys my Pinterest boards. Will you let me? Oh yeah, hell yeah. Okay. So the other day I was looking through Pinterest and I started getting really inspired by it. Let me actually put you like this so you can do this. And it's going to be called Project Far Horizons, but I've got like the kind of main party kind of thought out. So there's going to be a beautiful lady knight who's going to be part of it, who I just got really excited about, who's going to be Sage's like love interest eventually. And then there's going to be a dwarven fighter, which is going to be really fun. And there's also going to be a NB Air Genasi, who's going to be just so fun. Yeah, I'm really amped about about all of these stories. But let me see if I can actually show you my what's it called? Project second story. Where is it in here? There it is. I have too many Pinterest boards. But this is like the vibes. This is the vibes, you know? Like especially where is that shot of the town with the flags? What? Where did it go? Did I not save it? Oh, that's so annoying. Well, I have it in my phone, which is really funny. But it's like, this is the vibe of the town, you know? But they have like beautiful flags hanging from peak to peak kind of a thing. Gosh, I don't know why I didn't. Peak to peak across the roads and stuff. And it's like, you know, seaside and beautiful and shiny and wonderful. Anyways, I thought I'd share that with you guys because that's a fun thing to share. Anyways. Oh, thank you, Monica. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy. I am planning on having the first half of this vlog go up because I am vlogging the writing journey of this challenge. I'm having it go up on the 17th, I believe, this Friday coming up, which is very exciting. The vlog is already like 40 minutes long, though, so I got to edit it down. Every time I do a clip, I just start chatting, which is my life. Anyways, let me roll for our third sprint. Boop. Woohoo! I rolled a nat 20. We'd love to see it. Okay, so we can either do 24 minutes or 31 minutes. What would you guys like to do for our third sprint? 24 minutes or 31 minutes. You guys vote, and I will set up the timer. For our third sprint share. Let me set everything up. Yeah, you guys let me know how many minutes you guys want to sprint for, 24 or 31. And I will set that up. Whoop, we got immediate 3 votes for 31. I love it. Okay, 31 minutes it is going to be. All right, my friends. No, this is usually how I sprint. There we go. I will see you in about a half hour. Enjoy. My goodness. Yet another sprint that snuck up on me. How are we feeling at the end of that one? I hit my word count for the day. I am sitting at 2,495 words, and I've hit that 30K mark in this project. I'm sitting at 30,854 words. So this next sprint, we're just going to be adding words on top of all of it. Phoebe just finished chapter 16. What are your suspicions, Phoebe? Do say. I'm not going to tell you if you're right or not, but I'm intrigued. Woo, Monica's got 90 pages left. Incredible. You're nearing the end. Very cool. Are like things kicking into gear? Stress. That's usually what happens in the last 100 pages of a book. Oh, man. Yes. I've just had a really fun time trying to remember all of my knowledge that I have acquired from watching HGTV shows, which is surprisingly a lot of knowledge. Two of the characters that Aria's just met are the carpenters, or like the woodworkers. So it's like they come in and they're like, I'm trying to remember like the description, like the words that they use or like things that they do when they're like inspecting a job before they start the job. And it's so much fun to like play with this kind of a vibe of these two siblings who are working. I don't know if any of you guys actually watch HGTV. There we go. But there is a show with a sibling duo in it. And they're so fun and I love their dynamics. So that's kind of like what I'm emulating in here, which is fun. They're two Goliaths. It's a brother and sister duo, two Goliaths, and they are woodworking professionals, which is very fun. Very, very fun. Flick read a few chapters of Iron Widow. Heck yeah. Are you far into Iron Widow? It's a really good book. I'm excited to see what Sharon comes out with after this. Especially because I know that they have their, middle grade. I have it on my shelves. I have it on my shelves. Oh, it's too high up for me to grab, but it's there. It's the Zachary Ying. I'm excited to read that one to see how they write middle grade. And I'm excited to see sequels for Iron Widow because Iron Widow is feral. Feral. But yes. Also, book jacket. Do you mean like a book sleeve? What an interesting theory, Phoebe. What an interesting theory. You are about to get to the point where it's you're about to get to the point where you're unearthing more Bone House lore, I will say. 25%, you're really enjoying it. I honestly forgot it was sci-fi until the end. I remember like picking it up and going, oh yeah, sci-fi fantasy. But like for the majority of it, I was like, oh, this is just fantasy with like big fun metal monsters that they can control. Kind of like Gear Breakers by Zoe Hanamakuta. But I fully forgot that it was sci-fi until the end of Iron Widow. And then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that that's one of the genres this is classified as. Book sleeve. Woo! That's really cool. That's really, really cool. I have too many book sleeves in my house. They're all mostly in boxes though, because damn. Anyways, yes. I have a very anxious main character right now because he's about to start thinking about the money aspect of all this work that he has to do to his beautiful, beautiful bookshop to make it more beautiful. Because there is like structural damage to the back due to a like tropical storm that they had a little while ago before he had even bought the store. And they're planning on like replacing that wall and doing the structural damage repairs to it. They're planning on doing like built-in shelves in every room, and they're planning on doing like a new built-in desk and like all this other stuff. And he's just sitting there going, oh my God, it's going to cost so much money, which is such a mood, but it's okay. He's rich. He just doesn't have access to his money because it's in another city. So that's where I'm at right now. I should say he's like rich. He's well off. He's done a lot of work for the king. So he's got money saved, but it would be a big blow to buy this bookstore and then to renovate it. So he's a little worried, but it's okay. Everything's going to work out fine because it's cozy fantasy and I say so. But I also got lunch. It was very exciting. But yes, I'm excited to have hit day 11's word count already. We're killing the game. I'm killing the game. And we're going to see how much more I get done in this next sprint. Speaking of, let's roll for our final sprint of the day. Woo! Big numbers, big whammy. So we can either do another 31-minute sprint or we can do 25-minute sprint. What would you like to do? 25 or 31 minutes for our final sprint of the day? I'm good with either. Long sprints are fun. Short sprints are fun. Why, thank you, Flick. I appreciate it. It's always nice to get those good amount of numbers in, All right, so we got 1 vote for 29 and 2 for 31. I think we're going to have to stick with 31. Majority rules. Unless other people want to vote. But let me set up my timer yet again. And I guess we're going to do another 31-minute sprint. That'll bring us to about 3:40 my time. That's a good time to stop the sprinting. Yeah, we're going to do our last sprint of the day. What a productive Saturday, my friends. Alrighty, let's get to it. In a 3, in a 2, in a 1, sprint. My goodness, my goodness. Okay. That is the end of that sprint. How are we feeling? And it's the end of the stream. I am now sitting at 3,335 words, and I decided to call it partway through that sprint because I was just like, listen, if I keep going, I'm gonna like run out of steam for tomorrow and like start to fall downhill. And I ended at a part that I'm like, okay, this is a good spot to kind of stop for the day. So we're good. We've written the HGTV power couple section. They're siblings. They're not actually a couple, but that was really fun to write. I'm really happy with that. Project Second Story is going. And then I also filmed the TikTok update. If you guys want to find out more about Project Second Story and all that kind of stuff, follow me on TikTok. I believe my TikTok link is in the description of this video and in the live stream. Because every day I'm updating what I've been doing and like sharing a little bit of the writing or the inspiration. Like last night I was sharing a bit of I ended up watching Iron Widow. Not Iron Widow. I just read Phil Flick's comment. Oh my god. I was watching Merlin because I love Merlin, the show, and I never actually got to the like past season 3. So I'm like, I'm gonna just restart this and I'm gonna go through it all again. And episode 1 of Merlin, I was screaming at the TV because Arthur and Merlin are so gay for each other. When they first meet and there's that like banter going on and they're like Merlin like goads Arthur into fighting him and all that kind of stuff. I'm just like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, the energy is impeccable. They just want to make out. That's it. They just want to make out. I can tell. They just want to make out. And I know it doesn't ever become canon in the show that they're gay, but they're gay for each other. It's just a thing. So, and then it reminded me that originally, when I was creating like back when I started first watching Merlin, I got the idea of doing a like just making my heart happy and writing a fan fiction sort of thing of it based off of the fact that Arthur and Merlin are very gay for each other. So I was like, great, I'm gonna write this story. And that was the original inspiration for Finn and Ari. Originally their story was going to be like Finn was a king that had to get back to his kingdom because he had been like lost for a while and all this kind of stuff, but he didn't really want to be king. But Ari was tasked with bringing him back, and Ari's like the mage that's doing that. And it was going to be like this like Witcher-esque story as well, where they like fight monsters along the way. But I ended up using Arlius for a D&D character, and that original like story idea kind of fell apart. But I'm now back with these two characters, so I'm essentially writing Merlin fanfic, but cozy fantasy. And it makes me so happy to remember that was one of my inspirations. God, I love that show. It's so stupid, but I love it. Oh, Monica. It's I think it's BBC that put it on, BBC's Merlin. I think. I don't know. It's wild. That first like season, the quality on Netflix is just is so bad. And then there's a CGI dragon and it's so bad, but it's so fun. And those two boys, they're so gay for each other. Oh my god, they're so gay for each other. It is such a 2000s show too. Oh, it's painfully 2000s, but it's so good. Anyways, I thought I'd share that with you guys. That's some of my inspiration for the story. Also, Geralt and Jaskier. That kind of an inspo as well, except I don't have a grumpy sunshine situation. They're both pretty happy. Flick read more of Iron Widow and you're very consumed by it. Hell yeah. I wish you the best as you're reading the rest of it because it just keeps getting better and it just keeps getting more feral. It's very good. That is a book that I can only describe as feral, and it has this energy of like, I don't even care if I wreck the world. This is what I want. So I'm getting it kind of an energy. And I'm like, ooh. It's very good. Anyways, my friends, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this lovely, lovely Saturday. I wish you all the best for the rest of your weekends. And I will catch you probably next week. What is next week? Yes, you'll see me next week as well. Same time, same place, roughly. Same time, same place. It feels like the Poppy War with more pace. See, I didn't really like the Poppy War. I'm like the only person on the entire planet who doesn't really like it. I need to reread it. But what felt like the Poppy War to me more than Iron Widow was She Who Became the Sun. And I think it's because of the narration style. But I really, really liked She Who Became the Sun. 10 out of 10 book. Anyways, yes. Goodbye, my friends. I'll see you later.